Tif-Champ Hangout podcast.
What are the hot issues in social media?
We will talk about them every week.
Yeah!
Welcome to the first podcast on ThaiPBS World with Tif-Champ Hangout podcast.
Our program will pick one of the hot issues on social media and discuss together every week.
Every week, right?
Yeah.
This is very first episodes of our podcast. Yep, I'm Tif.
I'm Champ.
What's the first topic that we are going to talk about today?
Today we're going to talk about the study.
Their study in English curriculum.
Yep.
Are they going to study abroad? Or they're going to study the international program in Thailand,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yep. So before going to that point,
Yep.
students who going to study in English program,
Yeah.
they have to have the knowledge in English. They have to know English very well, speaking English fluently and listening to English fluently, reading or
Writing.
How you study English?
I think in these days, students have so many choice.
Yeah.
They have so many choices to study English. For example, in this day, there are so many YouTubers
Yeah.
who teach English on the internet, and the student, not only student, people who would like to study English can learn or can study English on the internet by themselves.
You know, even me,
Yeah.
I am also following some of the influencer or YouTuber who teach English online. Yeah, I think they're quite interesting.
It's free.
It's free.
Yeah.
Do you follow anyone specifically?
Not really. I'm not really follow anyone. But what about you?
I follow one of them.
Yeah? Who?
The page name เรียนเหอะอยากสอน
So why do you follow?
because it's cute. How you study your English?
Actually, I didn't study English very well when I was very young.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't study English very well. I was quite very bad at that time. That was one of the reason why I decided to go to study abroad, because
I
there are
see.
so many factors. I think it will be useful for me to study English and other things as well. I didn't good at English at all, like when I was young. What about you?
Wow. About me, I'm not that good, but I found that English is my favorite subject since
Oh, really?
my primary school.
That sounds surprising me.
Since my childhood, I study English actually not as in a special class, mostly with my father. He bring me newspaper every week and teach me English. He brought me newspaper called Bangkok Post. And then he will find the easiest easiest topic that I can understand, and he can teach me with that topic. And every Sunday, our family will have the English day. It means that every week we are going to talk English all day. Yeah.
It's a very good idea, isn't it?
But just only in our family, not with the cashier or with the waiter when we are going to restaurant. Yeah, when we are going to order pad kapao. Yeah, we don't speak English with them. Just only with.
Yeah.
I can say that I love English because of the game. I have to pass it with a lot of English text. And I cannot pass that thing without knowing English. So I have to open dictionary and find what does it mean to enter it, to kill the boss, to win the game.
Let's come back to the study in the school. So we're going to talk about going to university in other country and studying English International University in Thailand. For you were studying in International English School. University in Thailand. So what is the process that you got into the university?
Well, first thing first, I have to tell everyone that it's our direct experience, right?
Yeah.
Because you
graduated from England.
And I'm graduated from the English curriculum in Thailand. My process to get in my university was just only the taste of the university. If you pass it, okay, you qualified to study in the university. But if you are not passing that English test, you cannot. And high school diploma and portfolio.
Yeah.
And how about you?
Actually, if you are going to study in England, so you have to take an English exam, which called IELTS test, and you need to get something like 5.5 in order to get into the university and study like pre-sessional course, study English before going to study in the university in your course. But if you got like 7, so you can study your course directly, you don't have to study English before. So apart from IELTS test, you need to write a proposal to the university that you would like to get in. And they'll pick up and they'll read your proposal and portfolio as well, if you pass or if you don't pass.
That sounds quite hard, is it?
Yeah, quite hard.
So, which university you graduated from?
Graduated from Kingston University.
Yeah, I heard of the
It's
university.
in London.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow.
What about you?
I graduated from the Institute of International Studies, Rockingham University.
That's quite famous one, isn't it?
Well-known one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are a lot of international students in the university.
Not only Thai students.
Not only Thai. Thai students around a 55 to 60% each batch, and there are international students. And the age of the students is quite variety. Like there are from 18 from the high school students to around 35,
Really?
40. Yes,
Oh.
yes. Some of them really want the diploma in Thailand to be a teacher in Thailand. Just that.
Okay. So can you give me some example of the nationality?
American, Hungarian, Austrian, Nigerian, and Australian, Canadian.
Canadian as well. So
Yes.
you mean that like all of them decided to study in
Yeah.
Thailand
Yeah.
in order to become English teacher in Thailand?
Not all of them. There's people who have that idea. Their age will be like 35. But there are the student who has the same age as me, and they are just really want to study here.
Can you tell me what is the impression on the first day in the international university?
My
Do you
first
remember?
day, I remember. The first day I was like, I feel like I was a very top student in English since my high school. I think that, this will be easy for me. But when I come here and studying with the native, some of them are not native, like Indian and Australian. Yeah, and their accents, also Spanish, also Greek, their accents are very, very different. And I have to study with them. I'm like, so confusing in the first semester. Am I going to pass this?
Do you mean the kind of the pronunciation of
pronunciation,
the language is
yes,
very
yes.
difficult to understand?
Yes, because since the high school, I study in Wasaram High School, and the teacher is Thai, and I'm quite familiar with that accent. Not that Thai accent like tomato, you know, right?
Yeah.
Thai accent for tomato, when Thai said that it's tomato, it's
Like American.
tomato, like American. But when I study with the variety accent, it's like tomato, tomato.
So you need to like understand every kind
Yes.
of accents.
And first thing, before I didn't tell you first that I finished from the Bachelor of Arts in English. But first, I went to the university. I'm not the art in English student. I'm the BBA student, Business Administration. The thing that made me change my field because
Why do you decided to change?
of mathematics.
Ah.
Yeah, I have to study calculus. So, oh no, mother no.
So what did you tell the parents?
So I just tell them that I really want to change my field or change the faculty from BBA to BA in English.
So did they have any reaction at all?
They have
What kind of reaction?
reaction like, okay, let's do it.
That's it?
Yes, that's
Oh.
their reaction.
Well, lucky you.
They don't have any problem with my study since my childhood. They're quite very open-minded with the study. Since my high school, I have to choose the field like English math science, or French English or Spanish English in the high school. So they don't do anything to force me to choose. They just let me choose it.
Yeah, but you know what? There are so many people in our society, like it's this very big issue
Yeah.
in society that so many students forced by their parents to study what they don't want to study.
Oh,
There's a
there's
big
lot.
problem. You know, it's not just study because what they study in university, they have to work on that job. They have to live with that subject for
For the whole life.
for the whole life.
For the whole life. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm agree
So,
with you. Totally
yeah.
agree with you.
This issue is very controversy. Like so many parents force students to study
Yep.
what the parents want, but the student they don't want to study. Family have big argument with that as well.
Yeah. Like my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them want to study in the mass communication field, but their parents force them to study science and math in order to get into the faculty of medicine to be a doctor.
So if the situation like that happens, do you have any suggestions?
Suggestions, it's quite hard. You have to talk it directly to your family.
Yeah.
And express your true feeling, and the reason is very, very important. You have to find a reason that's reasonable
Yeah.
to them and make them understand with the very good words, not the hard words.
Yeah. And
Yep.
compromise.
Yeah. So back to the first day of the university. How about you? What's the first impression in the first first day of your
The first day
life in England?
when I was in England,
Yep.
the first day in uni was a party.
Party.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The university hosts a party for the student and teacher to meet each other, like to meet classmates and the lecturers. So in order to get used to friends and lecturers, they host a party.
Wow. So it sounds like the best ice-breaking, is
Yeah,
it?
kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
After that, when we start studying,
Yep.
so we kind of know each other a little bit and know the lecturer a little bit. So
Yeah.
we are not kind of very nervous. I think it's one of the good
Yeah.
idea to start.
Why they are not like that in Thailand?
Yeah, maybe there's a different kind of teaching method
Yep.
in the university.
First thing first, I have to talk about the teaching method of university. Yep, it's the same as every university in Thailand. It has 2 semesters and a summer semester. Yep, but the method of teaching in each semester is totally different. Like normal university will have the schedule. One course is like 3 hours a day. After the lunch break, they have another course. And in each day, in each week, the subjects are different. But in the university I've studied, the studying is quite different because you have to study 1 subject for the whole day and 2 subjects for the whole month. Like the starting of the month, we're starting off the course, and in the end of the course, you have the final test and know the grade 1 week after. So it's quite hard because the time for me to read a book or to study what lecturer teaching is just 1 month, not the whole semester like normal students who study in another university. Actually, if the course is about reading or memorizing, it's quite difficult. Just only 1 month, I have to know everything in the course and have a final test in just 1 month. Yep. And each month we have like 2 subjects. We switch the day. Like Monday, Wednesday, we study 1 subject, and Tuesday and Thursday, we study another 1 subject. In each month, we have to finish 2 courses. And how about you? What's your experience in the teaching style in university?
I think teaching style in university in England almost depends on the self-discipline because the lecturer will give you article to read before the class. We are not going to read or study in the class. You have to study by yourself before the class, and then you have the class and you will discuss about that. So in the class, it's more about discussing or expressing your idea rather than listening to the lecturer. Yeah, so I think that part is a bit different from in Thailand.
Yeah, it's a bit different because we have that style in just some course, like literature. Every class, the end of the class, the lecturer will tell everyone, like, go back to read this chapter of Mark Twain and we will study it next time. And you know, it's quite hard for me, literature. I don't like this subject. I really don't like this course.
So no, you're not a big fan of the books?
I'm a big fan of book, but studying literature is...
It's more about book.
Yeah, it's
more than
more than reading
books.
a book.
Yeah. What's your favorite subject?
My favorite subject in university?
Yep.
The subject or the lecturer who teach the subject.
Yeah, exactly. I understand.
After I think about it in 10 seconds, I can answer that the course is linguistic. Actually, this course, I think this will be a very, very hard thing for me.
Yeah, I think so.
Because linguistic is not just only English. It's every subject.
Yeah.
It's every language. Yeah, we study the structure, the pronunciation, everything about every language in the world.
Can you give me an example?
I study the structure of Hebrew and Arabic.
Arabic, oh my God.
The accent of Filipinos, like Vietnamese, how they pronounce the sound of their word. Like in Thailand, we have 5 tones.
Yeah.
And the sound comes from this place in our mouth. Yeah, in the neck. And in each countries, in each language, it's different. So I think that, I'm gonna really study quite hard in this subject. But after I study in the first day of the course, the lecturer totally changed my mind about linguistics. He makes everything hard become easy to understand. So how about you? What's your favorite subject?
I think my favorite subject was world history.
You mean the whole world, not just European, not just Asian?
Not just European. We had to study world history by watching film. So there are lots of film that made by history.
Film?
Like,
You talk
based on
about
true
film.
story.
I didn't ask you that which field you graduated from.
I graduated from film studies.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So, like for example, like World War II, there are so many pieces that made from that part of history, and watching them so you can understand it easier.
How about Pearl Harbor?
Pearl Harbor is World War II as well.
World War II, right?
Yeah, part of history as well. So there are so many films that make you understand more about history. I kind of very enjoy that.
So which film that is about the history? What's the best for you?
There are so many films that is very hard question to answer.
So just give me the example, just two
The
or three.
example that you gave me, Pearl Harbor or something like that.
They're good.
They're not bad.
Yep, Titanic.
Titanic. Yeah, Titanic is also a true story.
Really?
Yeah.
It's about World War?
No, about World War, but it's a true story about Titanic.
About world history?
Yeah, about history, world history.
So do you have any top experience in your university life to tell everyone here?
Yeah, I think studying abroad is not just
Yep.
study in the class or in the university.
Yep.
It kind of studying life, studying to live by yourself.
Yep.
Like learning how to look after yourself, learning to figure out problem, learning how to help yourself like by yourself.
Because no one support you, right?
No one support you. Like maybe your parents support you by spending or sending the money to you, but you have to do it everything by yourself.
Yeah, because money is not everything.
Money is not everything, but
Yep.
money can fix everything. To be honest.
Not love, not love.
I bet you.
Okay.
And yeah, as I told you, outside the class, there are so many things that can teach you more than in the class. For example, the culture. So you can learn about the culture. It's also important part in your life to study the culture or to know more about all the cultures, because the world is not Thailand. It's not only about Thailand. The world is so variety. In England, or especially in London, it's so multicultural. So you can learn so many cultures over there. There are so many countries of people in England, especially in London. So I think it's a very great opportunity for me to learn more about culture, not only British culture, but because I was the only Asian student in class. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was the only Asian student in the class, and my friends was British friend from Malta.
Malta?
Friend from Malta, yeah.
Malta is an island.
Yeah,
right?
it's the island,
Oh.
small island,
Wow.
very beautiful one. Yeah, I've got a friend from Malta, from Denmark, so many countries. So I was the only Asian guy in the class. It was very difficult for me.
Was it good luck of you?
Yeah, I think so.
You've learned many culture.
Yeah, exactly.
So do you have any culture shock in the first day you are in England?
Honestly, my kind of personality is very open-minded, so I want to go there because I wanted to learn. That was my aim at the start. So everything was new for me.
Yep.
I decided to learn everything.
So can you specify any best experience when you are in university?
In university, it's not, as I told you, it's not just study in the class, but we also have a party.
Party again?
It's party again.
Party again.
Party
Okay.
every Friday night in order to use the language, in order to get to know more each other, in order to discuss about the course. So I think one of the advantage of party is that you gain more experience or knowledge from discussing or talking to people.
Moreover, when you are with your friends in the party, the language you are using is not the same in the university.
Exactly.
It's not the academic English,
Yeah.
but it's the normal English and a lot of cursing words.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, when you study or you learn the new languages, like what you want to know is the swear word. It's not
Me too.
bad, but you cannot learn anywhere in the world, in any school. They never teach you how to speak or any bad word.
Yeah.
But in reality, in real life, people use it. So why can't we know that?
That's happened with me also.
Yeah.
I have Cambodian friends And first thing I asked him that what's the swearing word in your language? What is this mean in your language? But that is swear word. Yeah. So it's quite normal. We want to know everything about the language.
Yeah. And the pub is very good place to learn bad words.
And the pub is a very good way to find the love. And the bar is where I go.
Okay, what about your experience? Interesting experience.
Interesting experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, because as I told you that my style of studying is quite different because I have to study each subject in each month. So there are one time in my second semester in the sophomore year, there is a core subject that I have to enroll. And the subject that I'm very interesting is about the acting class.
Acting.
Yes. It's the same day. And I saw the schedule is the same day. Like if the core subject is in Monday, so the acting class will be on Monday also. But I really can't let it go. So I enrolled both of them. And you know what I did?
Yeah.
I have to switch. I manage it by making a schedule and run. After I check the attendance in the core course, I run to another course and I run back and I run to another course again. I did that. So this kind of study made me like, what an exhausted life.
It was a weird experience.
What I've done. It's in the same day and even, but luckily in the last day, in the final test day, it's not the same day.
Oh, okay.
Yep. The acting class was like the presentation to perform yourself in the dialogue the lecturer give you to the lecturer, and the core course have to sit and make the exam. So I will talk about the pros and cons about studying English curriculum in Thailand. So first, you have to have the self-discipline because in the university there are a lot of international students, but there are also Thai students. And if you are strict with the Thai student and also be a group with the Thai student, even there are a lot of international students for you to talk with, but you don't go to talk with them, you're still in your safe zone, your comfort zone, and staying with your friends, with your Thai friends, and speak Thai with your friends. Not practicing English by go to talk with the international, with the foreigners, students. You lost a lot of benefit in your university life.
Okay.
Yep, you have to have the brave to go out. I don't say that you don't have to have the Thai friends. You can have them. You can go to party with them. You can have them as a gang. Also, I have a gang, a Thai student gang in the university. But I'm not strict. Just only with my friends. When there are group assignments, I go out and I do it with some foreigners, some international friends in university. So that's what the benefit you can get. You can also study the culture of that friends. If they come from Canadian, you know them how they think, how they work on their assignment, or Japanese or Korean or Nigerian. Yep, they are all different, and also the mindset are different from the place they come from. So self-discipline is very, very important. But the good thing is the budget. I can say it.
Yeah.
I can say that because you don't have to have a flight to study. And if you stay with your parents, with your family, so there are no rental.
Yeah.
And if the university is in Bangkok, there are a lot of public transportation. It's quite convenient for you to travel to study. And if there are any problem, you have your parents to take care of you.
Okay.
Yeah. So how about you?
For me, I think apart from studying, you also have to have self-discipline, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's just 1 year study for master degree in England. Everything you have to study in just 1 year. It's quite short time to do that. But the course is like that. Apart from the money, that is more expensive than studying in the country. If you are the parents, it's like you give your children a chance to look after themselves. You give them a chance to take care of themselves, to solve the problem by themselves. Because if your children over there, there are no one can help them than themselves. So they have to do the student. If you are thinking about going there, so you have to be like brave enough in order to live alone for like 1 year. It's not exactly alone. You have friends, but you have no one to support you.
It's the adventure life.
Yeah, kind of adventure life. You have to go there, the country that you don't know anyone. Live there for about 1 year. So I think it's challenging if you are not hard or if you're not brave enough. Maybe you've got culture shock, I think, or maybe homesick. It causes a lot. So maybe disease as well.
Disease and the weather?
The weather is changeable in England. But in other countries, maybe in the US, maybe different, or maybe in Australia, maybe different. But in England, okay, so no matter where you study, like international or abroad, international school or abroad, in the end you have to find a job.
That's the point.
Yeah, that's the big point.
Even you study very, very high education, but lastly you don't got a job, no money. So it's useless.
Yeah.
So it's very important to study in the field that you have the real interesting, not because you follow your friends, not because your parents force you, but you have to find yourself. What's the best for you? What will be the best that can suit you in your whole life, so you can go in that field and go to that way directly.
You mean passion as well?
Passions, motivations.
Yeah, because when you get into the interview job, so you need to be like more mature.
Motivative.
Yeah, motivative, and you have to have like passion a lot.
Yes.
It's not easy to find a job in Thailand for the student who just graduated.
Yes, for the students who just graduated, the first thing they have to have is the patience. I know a lot of students who just finished their bachelor degree and they need very, very high salary. With not that
makes sense.
Yeah, and they don't want to be exhausted, but they want the high salary. This is the problem.
Because working now is need working experience as well. It's not just the qualification.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the patience is the very vital thing that you have to have in your mind and yourself.
If we talk about the experience, so you have recommendation or how they can get the experience apart from they can be intern.
They can be intern.
Yes. In the field that they would like to work, so they have the experience in the working area apart from the qualification.
Like in my first job after I graduated, I was the copywriter and translator in the advertisement agency. And what I've done is making coffee for my boss and going to buy something for my boss outside. Not only
Did you learn anything from that?
A lot. My boss was the creative director of the top advertisement agency of the world, so he gave me a lot of experience. But as you are the new graduated student, patience is the thing that you have to get the knowledge.
And another problem that has been raised a lot is the people in our generation, they don't have patience. They like keep changing the job quite a lot, like quite often. Like in 1 year they change like maybe 5 jobs or something like that. Any idea about that?
I don't have any idea about that, but I know a lot of people that being like that.
Yeah.
They just want to have the higher salary when they change their job. And after the year end, they got bonus. And when they got bonus, they change the organization.
Do you think it's a good thing or bad thing?
Oh, I cannot tell that is good or bad. But everything has good and bad in itself. It depends on what you are seeing. It depends on your attitude. If you are looking for just money, it's just money. You can get money. Yes, you can get money. And what's next? It depends on you.
I think it can be our next topic, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Sure.
Working in the same organization for a long time or keep changing 5 organizations in 1 year.
Wow. But keep changing. Yes, they have their benefit also. I didn't say that is a bad idea. But yes, everything has good and bad in itself.
Yeah. Okay, if you have any topic or issues that you would like us to talk or discuss about, please comment below.
What you want us to talk about in the next clips in our next podcast.
See you next week.
Time to say goodbye right now.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Tif-Champ Hangout Podcast.
What are the hot issues in social media?
We will talk about them every week.
Yeah!